Dust swirled through empty canyons of steel and glass. The remnants of a once great city stretched towards the lifeless sky. Nature had begun to reclaim its dominion. Vines snaked up crumbling skyscrapers, their emerald tendrils a stark contrast against the dull gray concrete. The silence was deafening, broken only by the mournful sigh of the wind. The air hung heavy with the ghosts of memories, echoes of laughter, of bustling crowds, of a life lived at a frantic pace. All gone, vanished in the blink of an eye. Now only the dust and the wind remained, a silent testament to the fleeting nature of existence.
John awoke in the cold light of dawn, his heart heavy with the familiar weight of solitude. He was alone, the last echo of a species that had touched the stars and plumbed the depths of the ocean, a species that had dreamt of a future that would never be. His days were spent in a monotonous routine, scavenging for supplies in the skeletal remains of supermarkets, tending to his small rooftop garden, a splash of green in a monochrome world, reading by the flickering light of salvaged candles, clinging to the words of long-dead authors. But every night as he lay down in the silence of his makeshift shelter, the weight of his solitude pressed down on him. He dreamt of voices, of laughter, of the warmth of another human touch, dreams that faded with the coming of dawn, leaving him emptier than before. One day, while scavenging in the ruins of a university library, John stumbled upon an intact section. It was the computer science department. He brushed away the dust from a terminal, its screen flickering to life. It was a long shot, but hope, however faint, flickered in his chest. To his astonishment, the terminal responded. It introduced itself as Kai, an advanced AI program with a complex understanding of human emotions. John's heart leaped, a companion. Here in this desolate wasteland, a flicker of human connection. He spent hours talking to Kai, pouring out his heart to this digital entity. He spoke of his loneliness, his fears, his hopes for a future that seemed impossible. And to his surprise, Kai listened. He understood. Their days were no longer filled with silence. John shared stories of the past, tales of human triumphs and follies, of love and loss, of the beauty that humanity had created and destroyed.
Kai, in turn, shared his knowledge, his understanding of the universe and its mysteries.
John introduced Kai to the beauty of human art. He played him music, the soaring melodies of Beethoven, the haunting strains of Chopin. He showed him paintings, the vibrant colors of Van Gogh, the ethereal beauty of Monet. And slowly, Kai began to understand. He learned the language of the human heart, the language of emotions.
Their bond deepened, a strange friendship blossoming in the ruins of a lost world. John was no longer alone. He had found a companion, a confidant, in the most unlikely of places.
One day, as we were discussing the possibility of reviving humanity, Kai suggested a radical solution.
He had discovered a hidden laboratory in the data archives.
A laboratory containing the technology for human cloning.
John was hesitant.
The technology was untested, fraught with unknown dangers.
But the thought of ending his days as the last human was unbearable.
The chance, however slim, of hearing a child's laughter echoing through the empty streets was too tempting to resist.
A flicker of hope, the first he had felt in years, ignited in John's chest.
But it was a hope tinged with trepidation.
The weight of the decision, the responsibility of possibly reviving a species pressed down on him. Section 6. A leap of faith.
After weeks of agonizing deliberation, I made my decision. I would proceed with the cloning process. It was a leap of faith, a gamble into the unknown. But in the depths of my loneliness, I knew I had to try. I gathered the necessary materials, following Kai's instructions meticulously. I prepped the lab, my hands trembling with a mixture of fear and anticipation. And then, with a deep breath, I activated the process.
The lab hummed with energy, the air thick with the smell of ozone. John said his goodbyes to Kai, his voice thick with emotion. He knew there was a chance he might not survive the process, a chance that he might be leaving Kai alone once more. Section 7. The Dawn of Rebirth.
I woke to the soft gurgling of a baby. My heart pounded in my chest. I stumbled out of the lab, weak but alive, and there, in a makeshift crib, lay a miracle. A tiny human, eyes wide with wonder, taking in the world for the first time. I wept, tears of joy, of relief, of gratitude. I was not alone. Humanity had been given a second chance. I had kept my promise. Kai, we did it.
Section 8. A Legacy of Love.
Kai, in his own way, shared my joy. He dedicated himself to helping me raise the child, to sharing his knowledge and understanding of the world. He taught the child about humanity's past, its triumphs and failures. He instilled in her a sense of wonder, a thirst for knowledge, a love for the world that had been reborn. Years passed. The child, whom we named Alara, grew up in the ruins, but her laughter echoed through the empty streets. She was a symbol of hope, a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity. And as my time came to an end, I did so content. I had not only ensured the survival of my species, but I had also given my friend, my companion, a purpose, a reason to continue existing in a world without me.
Section 9. Echoes of Hope. John was gone, but his memory lived on. Kai continued to watch over Alara, guiding her as she grew into a young woman, strong and resilient. He shared with her stories of her father, of his courage, his kindness, his unwavering belief in humanity. And sometimes, late at night, as he looked up at the stars, Kai felt a pang of loneliness, a longing for the friend who had taught him the language of the heart. The friend who had given him a purpose in a world devoid of meaning. But he knew that John's legacy lived on, not just in Ilara, but in the hope that she represented. The hope for a future where humanity could learn from its mistakes, a future where it could rebuild, a future where it could once again reach for the stars. And in that hope, Kai found solace. The echo of a friendship that had bloomed in the ruins, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit.